as you're getting, one way that the human body has been described, in Asia especially, with all these, especially in Buddhism, they call it the bag of skin. So that's the skin. Well, what's inside the bag? What's inside the bag in your body is the same thing, the chips that are inside the computer. The water that's inside the glass. Nobody drinks water or drinks fine wine or champagne to chew the glass. They do it for the champagne that's in the glass, for the wine that's in the glass, the Coca-Cola, the fruit juice, whatever it is. That's why you drink it. You don't drink the glass. So you start looking that Tai Chi looks at what is happening inside the glass, below your skin. So what's between this piece of skin and this piece of skin is everything that's in the middle. Oh, but it gets even better when you talk about the front, because your internal organs are mostly here. You talk about the back. There's some internal organs back there, but there's other stuff. So now we talk about what's happening inside. And here's the fundamental thing. Tai Chi Chuan comes at a pure theoretical basis, and all you have to do is read any of the original Chen style manuals, and it is incredibly obvious. It comes from the I Ching, what is called the Book of Changes, which was the original Taoist thing that governed everything to do with every form that yin and yang could ever take. And what you have is that they have a very, very basic principle. And it's a principle of simultaneity. When one happens, the other happens. But before two things can happen at the same time, you have to know what is the first one and what is the second one. And the Chinese phrase is 有上有下有前有后有右有左有内有外. So what does this mean? If you have something going up, something goes down. So anytime in Tai Chi, all you know is that anytime something is rising, something is falling. What you know is that when you move your right hand, something is clearly happening in the left hand or the left side of your body to balance your right hand. Forward, if something is going forward, for example, in this case, just to make an example, your hand's going forward, your palm's going forward, yeah, but there's also energy coming back into your arm. And there's also energy that's projecting back from your spine, your legs backwards. So you have all sorts of things. And the other one is if there's something happening outside, as in that's outside, that means it's being generated by something inside. And what you do outside should have an effect inside, but this only happens if they're linked. The computer world today is all about conductivity. Conductivity is a fancy word for linking two things together. As soon as you put a wire into one thing and a wire into the other, you have connected them. It's a link. So every one of your forms is going to have, every movement you're going to do in Wu style Tai Chi is going to have deliberate linking procedures to make this part of your body not be isolated but work in cooperation with that part of your body in very specific ways, not random ways. Many people do Tai Chi, they go, and they never knew any of this stuff. They say, I always had this feeling, you did, I always knew that. No, they didn't know it. They had something, it was happening to them maybe, but it was out of their awareness. The purpose of learning a Tai Chi thing well is to make what you're doing conscious, because if you do it conscious, you save yourself years of going round the bush. And you can go right for what you're going for. And then you can get that thing you're going for to grow in the fastest period of time.